I spent August 2016 in my hometown, a small village about 150 kilometers from Athens, packed with tourists during the summer and forgotten in winter time. Every afternoon I walked my dogs by the sea. The people were gone by sunset and they had the entire beach, all 16 kilometers of it, to themselves. It was one afternoon when I first saw her, coming towards us, wagging her tail. She had spotted us from a distance, and since she was looking desperately for company, she joined the four of us and tried to fit in. I panicked. There was something about her that made her life as a stray extremely vulnerable. She was desperate, desperate for attention, for human company, for a family where she would feel like she belonged. I watched her behavior for a couple of days. She didn't just follow my pack and me that afternoon. She followed everybody. She would spend her days on the beach, going from one person to another, wagging her tail and begging for attention. She would follow people home and run behind cars driving by. She only needed one look from you and she would come to you and stay beside you as if this was where she belonged. One afternoon I stayed in my car and watched her for hours. She was there on the shore, playing alone, rolling in the sand. She looked happy, and at the same time she looked so sad, so alone and so vulnerable. I couldn't sleep for 2 days, trying to find a way to take her off that beach as soon as possible. Rescue is about a decision you make today. A few seconds later might mean a few seconds too late. One morning I drove to the beach, found her, picked her up and put her in my car. It was the easiest thing I ever had to do. She didn't react, she didn't make a sound, she just let me carry her and sat there on the back seat as if this was where she was supposed to be. It was a 2-hour drive to Athens and I had never felt happier. I took her straight to the vet and then to a friend's house where she would be fostered until my dogs and I returned to Athens permanently. I named her Blue, for the blue sea that kept her company during the first months of her life, and for that sadness in her eyes. Fostering Blue was like fostering a big, soft cotton doll. She was so easy to handle, so sweet, quiet and easygoing. She fit perfectly anywhere, from the pack of 9 dogs in Thalia's house, where she was accepted since day one, to my apartment, where she stayed for a while, as if she had always lived there. One afternoon I took her to the beach again. We walked on the sand and sat there together watching the big blue in front of us. I just wanted to be there with her, on a beach similar to the one where I had first seen her. She was so calm and relaxed. She was not alone anymore, and she would never have to be alone ever again. My Blue didn't have to wait very long. Her forever family was waiting for her in Holland, and in October 2016, I waved her goodbye at the airport and sent her home with a pink collar and a promise that her life from now on would never be blue again. It's been about a month now that Blue finally belongs. She has the pack she always dreamed of, a big family of 8 rescue dogs and 5 rescue cats, and a new life full of new things. A life of love, care and devotion. A pink life full of long afternoons on a new beach, a huge garden and a warm home where all she ever dreamed of is coming true. Her mom, Karin, says that she has a very loyal heart and that she is a happy dog, always wagging her tail. She also has her own Facebook page where she generously shares her daily adventures. Sometimes Blue accompanies her mom to the physiotherapist. A few days ago, when Karin's patella luxated and she fell down, Blue was there all the time. Not stressed, but relaxed and very gentle, sniffing at her and kissing her tears away. No better therapy than a dog, Karin wrote, and she knows what she's talking about. You see, most of Karin's 4-legged rescues serve as therapy animals, helping people with dementia, Alzheimer's, CVA, or multiple sclerosis. Did you know that children and older people will talk better when dogs are involved? A lot of times her dogs have helped people suffering from Alzheimer's smile or even talk again after months of silence. They even helped a lady with severe dementia, always sitting at her table, lost in her own world, get up and dance. In December, Blue will go to her first service dog day, where people with service dogs like Karen go every year to hold their license. And in January, she will join the rest of her pack to see if she would like to be a therapy dog herself. For now, she is gaining her life back and learning from the best. A lot of adventures are waiting for us, Karen says, and we are curious about what Blue wants. I still feel bad for those 2 days I spent wondering if I should take her off that beach or not. When I told Karen about it, she said that in those 2 days I gave her the chance to feel the universe move. I don't know if Blue will make it as a therapy dog. My gut says she will. She has the soul for it. She spent a summer chasing people and cars, running behind anyone she met on that beach, wagging her tail and begging for something. Maybe she was not asking for help, maybe she was offering it to people who had no idea of the treasure they kept avoiding every day. Maybe all those souls spending a life of loneliness on the streets and reluctantly wagging their tails when you walk by are there to help you. Maybe instead of asking for something, they are actually offering us what we never imagined could be found so easily. They might never become professional therapists, but they will cure you, and they will do it with the unconditional love only a dog knows how to offer, asking for nothing in return.